Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Endzone 2. Now we have just unlocked and finished our research on the pavilion, which is a social enhancement which benefits a load of houses that are around it. So we're going to build a few of those today and continue getting our bricks harvested and created so that we can actually start moving all of our settlers from tents into huts, which is going to be really exciting. And we can also do a few more expeditions and try and get most of our starting area completely unlocked and explored. So let's dive on in. Right, it is dark. We've also found natural latex in our... Oh god, our radiation levels are rising as well. That's not a very good start. So we can make good use of the plants here and start getting some rubber plantations up and running. If we're just going to have a look at our missions, you can see here we need to build a pavilion. We've got some toxic rain in 2 settlements by the looks of things, I think. Where is it? Yeah, both of our settlements, and we're going to get increased soil radiation. Now the soil radioactivity over in this settlement is not too bad, but as you can see over here, it's pretty grim at the moment. We currently have 60% radiation protection, but that comes from some of our expeditions finding a load of new things. Now over here we've got a scrapyard, and what we can do is we unlocked this last time, and we can actually send someone out here in the Pathfinder or another vehicle if we get one unlocked and start bringing scrap back to our settlement. So we get quite a few scrap from this. There's 159 in total. Once that's gone, it'll be completely depleted and we'll get nothing more from it. But there's also some local resources here. There's a generator, some iron tools, scrap, wood, and ladders, which we can, I guess if we come here and explore it, if we're able to, we should be able to pick those up. Now, our Pathfinder is currently out here. It is currently moving along a transport route between our 2 settlements, so that's going to start bringing more items into this area. We don't have a tool production up and running here yet, and that's something that we can look to do another time. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let things progress a little bit, and we are going to build a pavilion if we can find where they are. It's a community building, that's right. Now, I'm not going to build one here yet. We're going to build it over in our main settlement. So it basically boosts the attractiveness of dwellings in the vicinity. So we've got a fire pit there, campfire, and I'm going to put the pavilion here. I think here's going to be a good place for it, because then I can actually run the path down there and behind it. So we'll move this gravel path in a little along and around here, and then we'll link everything back up here. Then that can link along to there and form a little bit of a road connection there, which kind of makes that road look a little bit thicker, but you know what, we'll get rid of that for the sake of it. There's not really any point in having that. But what we could do is we could change this entire road so that it all hooks up there instead. And we've got the tents there, we've got a pavilion. How many bricks do we have now? We've got quite a few actually, so we should be able to demolish another tent and replace that with a nice new hut, which is really, really good for us. So let's do that now. Let's speed things along until that's been demolished and build another hut, which we can now do. That can go in there. Great. We've got people heading towards the pavilion, so that mission has satisfied everybody in this town, and we're actually going to jump over to our next town here, and we're just going to have a quick look. We're going to build a community campfire on this side of the town square there, and then we will also build a pavilion. Maybe we can put that in here. Yeah, I think that works. We'll put the pavilion there. Now we put it there, and then I'll build another tent here. Now, as you can see, it does kind of stick out a little bit, but that's fine. We are missing some resources. What are we missing? What do we need for these? We need cloth. So cloth is a bit of an issue, so it might be good to set up a plantation. We are able to. We have some fertile soil here. So let's have a quick look at our plantations. Raw materials, a plantation. We've got fertile soil there. We have... Where's our swamp farm? There's our swamp farm there. It hasn't actually been set any sort of area to farm in. So we're going to take on all of this area here, and then we're going to go to here. That gives us 87, 96. Let's go just along here. 95, 99. I'll just do it at 99. I don't want to I like things to still look good, so we'll leave that as it is. We've got space there with that fertile ground, but that's all we've got. So I guess we need a depot and a road link. I don't really want to mess around too much here, so I think we're better off just putting the plantation on the corner here. And then once it's built, we should be able to just... We'll run a road here that links up to that road there, cutting through that swamp plantation. It leaves a bit of weird spacing there, but I think that's fine. We can maybe put some decorative items in. I wonder if we could maybe actually... Yeah, if we maybe move that along a little bit more, we could fit in some... But no, we leave that as it is. That's okay. We can probably put in another depot. So we need a material depot here. Can we put it there? Is that going to reduce the environment? No, we'll put the depot... See, we get 2 in the depot here, but we can't build it on the swampland, unfortunately. We still get 2 there, though. So I'm going to put it there. That's a good place for it. So the plantation will get the boost there. The swamp farm here already gets a boost. We don't have any farmers for it, so let's get some farmers in. We're going to get a forester and a gardener and a swamp farmer. And that still gives us 1 available worker, which is good. So, lack of requirements. What are we missing? Obviously, we need to plant our crops here for the fibers. We're at 76 there. Can we push that further? 91. 100. Yeah. We're never going to get it perfect, are we? So that's fine. We've got fibers growing there, which is really good. Then they are going to need a weaver. Weaving mill. And that could do with being close to water. Now, the swampland is a little bit of an issue because it messes up quite a few things here. I think that's the clay pit there. We can get it there, but we don't have any water. Oh, okay, right. What about if we put it here? That works. Then we'll road link it, and I guess we could put a well in, so then it's got access to water. Let's have a quick look at that. Water, we can put a well in here. Doesn't have a depot in the vicinity. If we adjust this, let's change the... How do we do this again? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. We'll remove that. Then we can build our well here. That's where I want it. Great. And then if we go back to our plantation, we can then fill this out, get it up to 99, and we'll stick an extra 1 in to make it 100. There we have it. Right, okay, so we've made that work now. Our weaving mill has access to water through the well, and our... Yeah, we're probably going to need to get a well keeper in there, which does kind of mess around our population a little bit. So we could, if we remove a water carrier and then put a well keeper in, that's fine. That's what we want. Is this... Now, we need to wait for the well to build, though. So, that's good. I think I'm pretty happy with how things are looking in this second settlement. We don't have any contamination. We've got radiation protection coming in from the Pathfinder, which is doing the rounds. Where is it, actually? It's there, and it's on its way back. So I think it's just dropped off some radiation protection. Yes, it has. Great. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have this now start exploring again. And we're going to head out into the Great Unknown. We've got an empty work area. What's it? The woodcutting lodge. Right, okay, yeah. So again, we need to move our woodcutting lodge into this area. How's our forester's hut looking? Where's that? Where did I put it? The tree nursery. They are currently planting trees in that area there. Ah, right, okay. So the woodcutter's lodge is struggling over here. We may need to just move its work area and have them go a little bit further out. It's going to take twice as long to get there. We can do 1.3 times as long to get there, just so that the tree nursery has a bit more time to replenish trees in that area. We're only getting 2 per minute which is not great, really. If we can get another forester in, which we can, we now get 3 per minute, basically. They're planting 3 trees a minute, which is not too bad. Right, so we've got that. We could do with another weaver to get us some cloth in, and that settlement should start developing quite nicely. And once they've got a campfire, so people are going to be happy. The confidence of this place is 49%. It's 64 over here. So we've got a good average confidence level of our settlers. And here we go. The Pathfinder is dropping off another shipment of activated carbon masks. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take control of it, and we're going to have it drive up very quickly, drop everything off, and then we'll start exploring. Now, if we just have a look at our research, actually, while that's happening, we have 2 knowledge points. We could unlock the market now, which supplies dwellings in its vicinity to boost the residents' satisfaction, or we could look at unlocking additional research. We've got a water tower there, a farm, an upgraded food depot, the pharmacist, the bathhouse, the pharmacy, and the park. Now, the park increases attractiveness. The bathhouse increases attractiveness of houses and huts. The pharmacy uses up vaccine ampules. This pharmacist here produces vaccine ampules. Now, if we have 10 bricks, we can actually start on that. 10 bricks and 25 herbs, which are grown on swamp farms. Do we have swamp farms unlocked? Yes, but how do we get herbs? Let's have a quick look. Our current swamp farm, which is over here somewhere, there it is, they are already growing herbs. So if we get a decent stock of herbs in, we should be able to start doing this research. But we also need bricks. So if we have a quick look at our, where would it be? I guess it would be in the material depot. We got 15 herbs right now. We're going to need bricks, and we may need to have them all in the same settlement. So let's just slow down a second. In our Pathfinder, we are going to drop off all of this stuff just to keep those stores nice and high. There's a corpse, which is not great. So we need to build a graveyard here as well. So let's get that put in. We'll put the graveyard. We don't want to take up too much space in the swamp farm, and we also don't want it to back out onto that clay pit. So I think the graveyard can go here, which is close to our forager's hut, but their area is still pretty good. I'm just going to make it over to here instead, and then we'll run a road to here. Right, that's good. Right, so that's in, and over here we'll start heading out in the Pathfinder. Now, it is dark, and it's been dark for quite a while. I don't remember it actually being daylight yet. I probably just totally blanked that, but the Pathfinder is now on the road again. And we're going to spend quite a bit of time exploring now. We've unlocked a bridge here. So, over here, this will lead us across the river if we can repair it. So you can see here, we've got wood, no scrap, but if we explore this now, let's have a quick look at what we can potentially find. So, we might be able to repair the bridge. There's a barrel down here. If we just open that up, we should get something here. And then a defect. Now, I'm not sure what the defect means or what we can do with it. We actually get rubber gloves. That's brilliant. That's really good. So, if we get 100 wood, we can actually repair this bridge and get it all sorted. So, we could actually get 100 wood just from exploring places. So, that's really, really useful. We can come back here and start repairing those bridges very soon. Right, let's move. We're going to continue heading up the shoreline here. In fact, let's just go over here. We'll loot this ruin. We get some cloth, which is good. Now, that's completely cleared. And do we have anything here, or have we already cleared it all out? No, we haven't already cleared this out. There's 27 wood already and some tools, which is good. What about over here? Looks like we may have cleared that one out. And here, all clear. And then we'll just keep on moving up the shoreline. There might be another bridge further up here. And what I want to do is I just want to reveal as much of the fog of war today as possible in my first zone. There's some more wood, so we could actually repair a bridge just from stuff that we've picked up in and around the wasteland. That's 79 wood now, and we're getting very close to the 100 required to repair this bridge, so it shouldn't take us too much longer. I think we'll be there very, very soon. And we just need to make sure that we're keeping an eye on our settlements as well, because it's very easy to get sidetracked by doing all of this exploring. Right, the radiation is rising and we are still not adequately protected. Everybody needs access to protective clothing in this zone, otherwise we won't exist anymore soon. Got it. Right, we need to produce some activated carbon masks, so we are going to head back. My assumption is it's in our brand new settlement, so we'll head on over there. And we'll just make sure that the production line is in place for that. So, where are we? What's this again? That's just a tent, so we don't need to worry about that. We have a weaving mill. They are waiting on fibre, but fibre is currently being produced there. So that's good. We've got plenty of people now, so we can actually boost the number of gardeners we have to get some more fibres produced. Then we're going to hire an undertaker, and then we need to build a charcoal burner. Once that's built, we should be able to... Now, the charcoal kiln needs to be quite close to wood, so we do have wood there. There's a depot in the vicinity. Can I just squeeze it in here? I can't. What's this? What is that? That looks like that's a farmland. That's farmland. Right, okay. So the charcoal burner we're going to put down here. It will just fit in there next to the wood. And then we'll build another material depot just here as well. And then we can stick in a road that just runs all the way down here. Oh, okay. That's not good, is it? And it stops there as well. All right, we'll run the road to here. And then along the back there, it still doesn't quite fit in, but we've now got road access, I think, so that should be fine. Charcoal burner is done, and then we need a tailor. It's a bit of an awkward position for this, I think, but if we can get the tailor in between, that's where the charcoal burner is going to go. So that is in the vicinity. There's no depot nearby. Actually, I'm just about to build a depot. Depot and coal. Yeah, great. So the charcoal kiln's there. Material depot is there. And built. Yeah, great. Okay. Sickness is broken out. Where's the sickness? Sickness is here. Got 3 minutes of sickness. And it's in our main settlement. Now, why is that? We do have undertakers, so it should be okay. Right. Okay, never mind. Now, over here, we're just going to make sure that we get a charcoal burner on and a tailor, and then we should start producing those activated carbon masks quickly. Excellent. Let's move. Further on up. And there's another bridge there. Now, this is probably going to need a little bit more to it, because that is a longer area that we need to get to. So we've got cars here, we've got a pallet, we've got barrels, and then our usual bridge to have a look at. We got another 10 rubber gloves there, which is really, really good. And what's in this barrel? Plastic, amazing. And the pallet will contain 30 scrap. Now, what does this need? This is going to need a lot. 25 iron to repair that one. So, that's something that we're not going to get quite yet. We'll put everything in the Pathfinder, and then again, we'll continue heading north. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop all of this radiation protection off at our main... no, not our main settlement, our secondary settlement. And just exploring a little bit further through here, just to reveal as much of that fog of war as possible. I think we should have most of it gone now. There's a ruin here that we can loot, which we will come back to. There's a few empty houses up here, which we can still explore. That's an expedition as well. It looks like an old medical facility. Could be a hospital. And then going round and further up here, we are producing activated carbon mask, which is fantastic. That's the edge of the map. We go further off into this direction here. There's still loads of exploring that we can do, but I just want to unlock as much of the fog of war as possible. It's a good job the Pathfinder doesn't have fuel that you need to replenish it. This is where I completely realised that there's been a massive oversight and there is fuel, but, you know, never mind. It's not happened. Now, there's really not much here. We're running out of water. Where are we running out of water? Let's have a look. In our second settlement. And that might be because, no, we have the well up and running. I guess we have expanded our population, so we can put another water carrier in. Now, let's just double check. Yes, access to water at the weaving mill and access to fibers at the weaving mill, which is great. The tailor's workshop has access to cloth and coal, so that's good. And that should now solve the water issue as well. We're doing very, very well here. Now, back to the Pathfinder. Let's carry on. Now, over here, there's quite a bit of stuff, which is good. There's some ruins to loot. And we're just going to continue heading back to the south. Don't think there's anything else down here, but I do want to just make sure that I'm exploring the full length of the map. So let's go right out to the sides here.
All clear.
Going back up north because I did miss something. A small celebration. Our settlers want to organise a small celebration at this settlement. They ask if you can provide a few resources for it. Yeah, sure. Let's do it. We'll have a nice little celebration. Why not? We had the resources and we can replenish them. So that's good. And that is in our main settlement. I guess they're very, very happy now. The confidence rating is at an all-time high. But we are losing quite a bit of food and water there. So I think, let's just have a look. We are maxed out on water carriers. We'll get some more foragers. That's going to sort us out. And the protective clothing is all done. Now, achieve an increasing inventory stock in water. We're still decreasing our inventory stock, but that's in our second settlement. So over here, I think we're actually going to need to build another jetty. And it might well be worth us researching the water tower. There. So we put another jetty in there, and that's going to let us get some more water carriers in, which will solve any kind of future issues. That's done. Let's just hire a couple more water carriers. Let's just take it all the way up to 15 for now. We might as well. We've got the spare staff, so let's do that. All right. We'll keep moving south. Right along the map line, and as you can see, we have found another building. I think we may have already explored this one. Now, there's a big patch of darkness on the map right in the far north, but I do just want to drive all the way down the side, get as much of this fog cleared as possible, so I get a better view of the whole map, work out any expeditions that we haven't yet done, and then we can tackle that next episode. I've got some plans in terms of our research. Let's actually check out the research at the minute and see how we're looking for the... Now, do we actually need to research the market to actually unlock the next one? I think we maybe do. Or have we... Oh, no, we've actually already unlocked them, so I just wasted on researching the market. But we're going to get the market up and running, that's fine. But we are going to need to get some more research points now, so it might be worth us doing an expedition just before we finish off today. But our research is underway. Having a market can't go wrong with, really, because it's going to allow our settlers, who we might end up building houses further away from the town centre, and they're going to need access to those all-important resources so they can stay topped up and safe in the wasteland. It looks like we're coming right down to the bottom of the map now. I can see some more ruins to loot. That's an expedition as well, which is something that we could definitely use.
Got it.
And that brings us to the bottom of the map. We'll start exploring right the way along the south side now until we hit the water's edge. That's a loot run. Let's do that now, actually. And that gets us the 104, so we can actually repair that bridge. We got some more over here. I'm just going to come inways a little bit. There's an expedition there. That's a loot run. Let's go and do this expedition. Didn't bring any tools with me, so this could be one that we need to revisit. There's a car here. Yeah, we need those supports. But there is a plant as well, which will give us some seeds. Oh, we've got a plank, which we can actually use to cross over. The plant we're going to need the encyclopedia for. We can climb up the ladder, get onto that bottom support, put the plank across it. So we'll access the crate, then we'll use the bottom support, we'll put the plank on there. We can get across, get the crate, come back, pick up the plank, get down the ladder, take the ladder, and back in the Pathfinder. Put everything in there and end the expedition. Right. That was pretty good, actually. It's just a basic quick run. We can come back with our encyclopedia and get some more seeds. Now, our first settlement is starting to recover its food after the celebration. I'm not sure about our second settlement at the moment. They do need to actually achieve a increasing stock of water. We're running out here. How are we looking on our water carriers? We can actually put another one in. Is that going to help? Yes, it is. Great. We do need to boost our population. We have also unlocked the market, so let's build here some more tents. I'm going to put one here, one here. Oh, actually, we did set some away building. We've just not done it yet. So once that's built, we should start seeing our population go up. We do need to get our food under control. Now, where's the Pathfinder? I seem to have lost it. Hello. There you are. Right, and we carry on.
Got it.
So, we are almost back at the water line again. There we are.
All clear.
What's going on? No master builders. That's fine. It's just because one of them... We've only got one master builder and he's currently busy, so I'm not worried about that. And we can get up to this bridge now. We'll go and repair that bridge, and I think that should just about finish us off for the day. It's been a decent run today. We've got quite a bit done in terms of expanding and sorting out our new settlement, getting it all set up and ready to go. And now that we've got this, we should be able to repair the bridge. Hopefully it's just the wood we need. It might be like a two-tiered thing where we have to put this wood, then go back and get something else.
The hole here is small enough for us to bridge it.
Yeah, we do. We need 100 scrap now. I like this. This is interesting. So that's currently at 25% completion. So I guess there's a lot more to do. Where have we got the most scrap? This smaller settlement actually has quite a bit. So I'm going to drive up. The weather is changing. A drought. Okay.
We're better off stockpiling sufficient
Right,
water
we've got a
food.
drought to prepare for. So we're definitely going to need to get some more water here. We'll max out our water carriers. We do have a new house, so that's good. We've got some more tents that have been built. And over here, what's this? This is the pavilion. So we just need 20 cloth for that, and we're not far off it. We've got the activated carbon masks. We've got drought coming in everywhere, actually. Food in this settlement is not looking too good. Over here... We're just going to drop a couple of water carriers and then put them in as... Ooh, right. I think we need some more food. So let's get another fishery put in. They could do with being near to tools, and they could also do with being near to a depot. Now, where my current fishery is in this industrial zone, don't think we're going to be able to get... it also multiplies it because... It also multiplies it because we've already got a fishery in the vicinity there. But in this area, we can fit one. Might be better off just trying to get another gatherer's hut in, because they only need a depot in the vicinity and a road link to the town centre. So if we put a gatherer's hut here, and then build a depot right next to it, that should help out pretty good. Right, so where's our Pathfinder gone? I think you've gone up here now. Yeah, great. So we can drop off the food, the iron, the plastic, the scrap. We'll take 100 scrap in total away from that settlement. Then we'll put all of the rubber gloves, cloth, and that stuff in there. That's actually really good because it allows us to build that pavilion, which will boost the happiness of our settlers. And then we'll get back in the Pathfinder, head over to the bridge. Once there, we can put in this scrap. Now, the drought is coming, and I think once that's set in, we'll end our episode. Back to the expedition now, and we'll head on over to the break in the bridge.
Now that the basic structure is in place, we need better tools and stable materials.
In goes the scrap.
That worked.
Now we need 25 tools or 5 iron tools. Do you know what? Let's do this. Let's get this done.
The draft has come.
The drought's here, so we might as well just sort all of this out. We'll speed up. We've got some empty work areas. The scrapyard in our first settlement is now empty. So our options are to build a brand new scrapyard. I think I'm going to actually do that because I imagine, and we'll test this now, if we put a new scrapyard here, we've got low food reserves somewhere. In our original, in our second settlement, there are low food reserves due to the drought. Now, I guess we could add in a few more foragers here. The drought does impact the foraging hut and the jetty. Ooh, we're in trouble, really. The drought shouldn't... It's not going to last too long, actually, the drought, so that's not too much of an issue. But the food supplies and the water is dwindling. It'll only last for 4 more minutes. We're going to get another forager in there. Both of our settlements seem to be stable. Once this drought is gone, let's go back to those empty work areas. So this scrapyard is now empty. But if I then have kind of... Let's have a quick look. The wood cutting lodge is not. The weaving mill, the cistern, the food depot. The workshop benefits from being near scrap. But, yeah, as you can see there, it's lost that bonus now because there isn't enough scrap there. But... where's our tree nursery? We're going to have our tree nursery replant over here, and it might well be that we have a quick look at what we can do about the scrap. This work area being empty is not great, so we are going to need to potentially pause the production there. Then we're missing something from the weaving mill as well. Oh, it's just been waiting for new resources to be delivered. We'll pause the production there. We've got people who can come and work in the salvager here. There we go, and they're going to start scrapping there. We've got a sickness and some rain. Just normal rain, which helps our crops grow faster. Empty work areas again. It's the woodcutting lodge in our... in our first settlement. So let's move their work area. Did we have a forester's lodge here? I think we did. I must have built one nearby. I didn't. Right, so we need to build one here. We're going to have them just run out of this area here. I could actually, just for the sake of, you know, getting those bonuses and keeping them active, we could just move the work area of this and have them take twice as long. I'm going to do that, actually. We're going to demolish that. Now that we've got, like, scrap coming in, if we unpause the production on that, do we get these bonuses back? If I have a quick look at the tool producer. We're just auto-saving, that's why. The weaving mill, not the weaving mill. The woodcutting lodge, no. The tailor's workshop, no. Where is it? Where's my tool workshop gone? Recycler's getting the workshop gets the bonus back. So just from sending them a bit further afield, it does increase the production time, but we keep the bonuses. So I think that's what we'll leave it as. So food and water is being sorted out here. What about here? We've got gardeners, we've got foragers, we don't have any fishing huts. So let's put a fishing hut in here to finish off. It's not near the tool production. Where is my tool production? Let's have a quick look. Forager's hut there, graveyard, pavilion, material depot, food depot, scrapyard, tree nursery, woodcutting lodge, coal kiln, recycler, swamp farm. I don't think I have a tool production here. Let's have a quick look. We don't have a workshop here. So they need to be quite close to wood and scrap. And that's all the way over here. There's my wooden scrap. Oh, it's just out. That's so frustrating. Okay, we're just going to build it next to the scrapyard. Although there's not actually a way to build a road around there because of those crops by the looks of things, so I can't actually... it's not going to get any efficiency bonus from that. We might as well just place it down here. Then we can actually give the bonus to the fishery for being close to that. Right, so we can now put in a fisherman and another, although actually just one fisherman, because we are going to need a tool maker, and that gets that sorted. Great, so I think that's just about where we're going to end it. Let's go to the Pathfinder, who can now bring in some tools. I'm going to have them bring in, it was 25 normal tools. We'll put these things back in, and then we'll head back out to the bridge. The last thing I want to do before we finish off today is rebuild this bridge, unless what is finally required for the end of it is something absolutely crazy. We should be able to do this, which means we're going to unlock a brand new area, which we're not going to explore next time. We've got a lot to do here still, and I would like to try and get as much of this first area expanded and explored as quickly as possible. We've also got the opportunity to build a new settlement as well, because there is another habitable area here. We're going to drop those tools in, and we can actually cross the bridge again. And there's still a little bit of exploring to do because we've got crates and barrels. So that has restored the bridge, and it looks pretty cool. So we're going to grab what's left of this area to 100% complete it. And you can see now we have 5 knowledge points. And this is a really good way to finish off. So I hope you have enjoyed... Ooh, what have we got there? Rubber. Amazing. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Endzone 2. I'm going to drop all of this stuff back off at our settlement and do a little bit of off-camera management, and then we will say our goodbyes, and I will see you for another episode of Endzone 2. If you have liked it, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate more people coming along on this journey. I play a lot of games like this and I really enjoy it, especially Endzone 2. It has been a great start to this game, and I hope you've enjoyed watching it. So thank you again, and I will see you next time.